Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 6. We are doing something a little bit different and we're going live in the event. That way more people can actually get notifications to see we're going live. So I'm going to be bringing on Hannah in just a minute. And I think here she comes. Approved.
Yay! All right, so we tagged some friends. Just want to make sure we are going live in the event again so more people can see us. And we're super excited to talk today. So I'm just tagging some of you guys right now. Hannah, are you here?
I'm here. Hi.
Hey. I am tagging some friends right now. So if you want to go ahead and get started with episode 6 and do a little intro, I'm going to finish tagging people and then we'll go from there.
All right, perfect. Awesome, you guys. Welcome to the Food Freedom Discussion. I am Hannah Hips and this is Sierra Spencer. We are your host. We are the creators of this amazing group and all of our empowered eating programs that we offer, the membership and courses and things along those lines. Hey, Rachel. Along with to really heal your relationship with food. We are eating psychology coaches. Sierra's a diet recovery coach. I'm a yoga instructor, a meditation guru, I like to say. You know, and we love donuts, we love salads, we love veggies, we love it all. And food for us has become a beautiful part of our life, where it once was a really difficult, challenging struggle. Food was not always our friend. It was more like our enemy, and we were our own enemies. And now food has become more of a fun, fulfilling part of our life. So we are here to teach you the principles that we have learned along the way so that you can also empower yourself around food and feel good in your body. So today, my question to you is, if you are on live and watching, comment what you think when you hear this question. What is the first thought you think of when you hear getting healthy? Is it
what do you have to do to get healthy?
Yeah.
Comment.
So is it first thought usually is like eat vegetables, eat fruit, exercise more, maybe it's eat less. So in the comments, just let us know what comes to mind. And then what is your next thought? I don't want to do this. Is it getting harder and harder to get started, right? I hear this a lot from the people that I talk to, is that, you know, it gets harder and harder to start getting healthy because all of everything that it entails. And so we're going to kind of break that down for you and understand like what is going on and why we constantly, even though we want to get healthy, we know what it takes to get healthy, but we still are craving all of the foods that we don't want to crave. And we're going to talk about like what is really going on with that, and like what the heck do you do if all there is to getting healthy is eating vegetables and exercising, and that's something that doesn't seem fun for you? What do we do then? And we want to kind of like take health in a bigger perspective. Like health is just not diet and exercise, which most all the time people are like, it's diet and exercise, diet and exercise. And we want to kind of bring our eating psychology hats to this, because we are more than our food. We are a whole being that is emotional, physical, spiritual, and mental. So there's a lot that goes into our food. So today we're going to discuss on like dieting, why the pursuit of dieting in the pursuit of health, right? So we diet to get healthy, and how that could cause more harm than good. And we're going to give you some strategies and some ways that you can start focusing on your health that does not involve dieting.
Yeah. So good. Yeah, because I think that if you went out there and asked a bunch of people on the street, and I'm sure you guys watching, you know, what's the best way to get healthy? Even doctors will tell you to diet. And so maybe you've pursued weight loss for health reasons, like, you know, I have to lose weight for my health. That's what my doctor told me. Or you believe you have no choice but to have to diet. Again, maybe a doctor told you have to lose weight in order to be healthy, but there's a huge body of research that shows that this is not true. The war on obesity has actually created bigger health problems. And many high quality studies done on millions of people show that being at a lower weight does not mean that you'll have better health or better health outcomes. Health should not be measured, like Hannah was saying, like diet and exercise. Health should not be measured by a number on a scale or the size of your jeans. And interestingly, a UCLA study found that 54 million Americans are labeled obese or overweight according to their BMI, which BMI is a load of crap. But even though they were labeled overweight or obese, they were actually healthy. Their cholesterol, blood sugar, all of that was actually healthy, even though this BMI scale said that they're obese, right? So the pursuit of weight loss, even in the name of health, so even if you're like, I have to lose weight for my health, perpetuates body weight bias, stigma, shame, and these are forms of prejudice that make assumptions about your health based solely on your size. And sadly, weight discriminations based on, race, just like discriminations based on race, also has a negative impact on your health. So you cannot judge someone's health based on their size. But that's not what diet culture wants you to believe. We think that we can just walk out and see someone in a thin body and think they're healthy, and that's just not true. Someone in a bigger body is not automatically unhealthy, because healthy behaviors, eating good foods, exercising, taking care of your mental health are important regardless of your size. And that's why there's a growing movement called Health at Every Size, which we actually teach in our programs, which shifts the focus from weight management to healthy behaviors that are actually sustainable. And this approach challenges the notion that your BMI reflects your health practices, health status, or your moral character. So our empowered eating approach is life enhancing and gentle. We like to say we're anti-diet because we're pro-health. Health is very important to us, and it's very important for us to help you get healthy without restricting and dieting. We practice and we teach the most current research methods to help people recover from dieting and heal their relationship with food.
Yeah, life enhancing. That is the whole point of health, right? Like how we define health should be life enhancing because it is supposed to prolong your life. And if we are stuck in this dieting mentality, and I'm going to talk about how dieting hurts our psychological health and well-being. Like dieting kind of stops the flow of life, because we're denying ourselves. When we deny ourselves, we feel like we're like we don't have enough. And so I want you to think back, like the first time that you went on a diet, it was probably effortless and easy and the weight just fell off, right? From that point on, dieting's going to work because it worked that first time. But with each diet that we go on, then it gets harder and harder. The weight doesn't just fall off anymore. And it seems like it's harder and harder for you to want to start. And I was talking to someone the other day, they've been dieting for years, and it's like the weight comes off, but then it comes right back on. And the weight comes off, and then it comes right back on. And she's like, I think I need to start another diet. And I'm like, do you really want to? She's like, no, I don't want to give up my wine. I don't want to give up my chocolate. I don't want to give up all the foods I love. And I was like, why should you? So just knowing that, think of how we think we're failures when we can't stick to a diet, right? We stick to a diet for so long, couple weeks, and then you fall off. And we feel like we are the failures when really it's diet culture has failed us. Okay, so when we start dieting more and more, what that's going to cause, it causes low self-esteem, body image issues, body dysmorphia, eating disorders. All of these things are caused by dieting, and which kind of just creates more problems for us, more health issues for us. And with that, it's like weight stigma, discrimination against bodies. We start believing something that's not true about ourselves. And so every time that we diet and we don't lose the weight, or we lose the weight and gain it back, it's like we're faced with this failure. Like we're not good enough.
Yeah.
We're not worthy. Something must be wrong with me. I'm broken. But that's not true at all. So instead of fighting ourselves constantly and fighting food, how can we learn to begin to embrace this journey of getting healthy without dieting? How can we embrace this journey of taking care of ourselves instead of beating ourselves up because we think that we're not worthy if we don't lose the weight? There's so much more to getting healthy than weight loss. Weight loss should be a byproduct of health, not the cause of health.
So huge. And, you know, a lot of like, kind of like we've talked about before, but like even when you're not dieting per se, you are still dieting because of diet mentality, right? And we go into this in depth in our programs is because it's so sneaky. We help you really uncover all these dieting mentalities that might be still sabotaging your health. So let's go over some strategies to improve your health without restricting your dieting. So you might want to write these down. All right, so number one is to cultivate self-compassion. This is like so key, because think about how many diets you've been on or how much that you've been so hard on yourself. Let me ask you this. Has beating yourself up, berating yourself, hating your body, getting on the scale, punishing yourself, has that actually helped your health? Has that helped you feel better about yourself? Has that helped your confidence? Probably not. So we help you develop and cultivate self-compassion so that you can actually, when you have self-compassion, you can make peace with food easier, and you can be an empowered eater way easier and way faster when you actively are cultivating the self-compassion, which we help you with. But that's number one, is cultivating that self-compassion.
Yeah, and number two is recognizing that diet culture is the enemy. Diet mentality is the cause of us not getting where we want to go, right? Like you are not the failure. The diet culture is a failure. And this is what me and Sierra teach on. It's like help point out the diet culture. The beliefs that you're believing are not necessarily yours. They were kind of implanted to believe that about yourself, about food, about diet, about exercise. So it's like we want to kind of bring you back to your true self, being an authentic true self where you get to make decisions based on what your needs are and what is going to work best for you and your life.
Yep. Number three is similar to number two, but it's stop dieting. And this is, I'm going to say cleansing, 30-day challenges, Whole30s, restricting, clean eating, no sugar. Those are all disguises under dieting, right? If you're doing any of those things, your body goes into, I was just explaining this to a client yesterday, and she didn't even realize she was dieting. She had no idea that, she was like, I'm sneaking and I'm sneaking food, and I'm hiding when like everyone leaves the house. I go into the pantry and I eat all this food. That's actually a symptom of restriction. That's not normal. That's not normal to go sneak food. So that is actually from dieting. So we help you in our process emotionally, psychologically, mentally, and physically break up with dieting.
Yeah. Oh, it's so sneaky. And number four, the last thing is focus on how you eat and how you think about food. So instead of only focusing on what you're eating, right? Diets focus on what you eat. We focus on how you're eating. So there are specific ways that you can eat that are going to optimize your health, which is actually going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel empowered. And also really focusing on what we're thinking about our food. What are our beliefs around food? What are our thoughts? And we actually just did a workshop on rewiring your mind around food in our members area. And it was amazing because we don't realize our thoughts and how they are affecting our metabolism, how they are affecting our choices from food. And so we just did that workshop, and it was really, really a good hit.
Yeah, like the people in the group loved it. It was an interactive workshop. So we were actually doing journaling exercises it was so powerful. Like really getting into what are your beliefs that you have right now around food and how we can rewire those in time. So we have people already sharing in the group, like their results and how their mindset has already changed. It's been really powerful. And we know that a lot of you guys were really interested in this Rewire Your Mind Around Food workshop. And so our members in this members area are working on how to feel confident in their food choices. They're starting, they're working on trusting themselves and reducing their cravings and just eating like normal. And they also get access to step-by-step video lessons, group coaching, like we did workshops, also guest speakers, and of course, a supportive group to help them along the way. And if you're not a member yet, no problem. It's super easy, super affordable. And if you want access to this Rewire Your Mind Around Food workshop, plus everything I just mentioned, and you want access to that exclusive community of women who are working towards peace and feeling empowered, and you want that too, just comment below empowered, and Hannah or I will reach out to you and we'll just give you some more information about the membership. We'll kind of chit chat to see if it's a good fit. No pressure at all. But if you are at least a little bit interested in making peace around food and you want to feel more empowered, again, this super easy, affordable membership could really be a good fit for you to get started on your journey to food freedom. So again, just comment below empowered and we'll send you more details. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching episode 6. And if you're watching the replay, just type replay, tell us what you learned today, and we can't wait to see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.